What's up, mi gente? It's your boy Dwell, otra vez aquí en la casa with another video coming at you sideways. I was really fighting it, using my computer and everything. Pero la hueva me ganó. I'm making it out of my phone. So far, I've liked the editing program that I got for the phone. It works good. I'm gonna try to make some thumbnails every once in a while. So it works good. Like I said, in the phone, the videos come out good. The computer, the videos come out better because HD camera, mic, and I got the setup. Pero me dio hueva. I was using the computer here. Y me dio hueva going to the garage and hooking everything up and editing the video. Like I said in another video, it takes a couple hours. So right here I set up and vámonos. Like this video, I want to make it about, it's a raza video. It's a raza video. And a lot of people talk about this topic. Actually, it's a different topic. But it just got me thinking because in the last video I made, I talked about PC, like a protective custody, guys, due to a podcaster that I saw. Now, this is the same podcaster, same YouTube channel that I tend to look at once in a while. And I guess one of his guys that helps him edit came back. I think he had disappeared and he came back. And a lot of you guys probably seen this. But that guy was on the podcast because he's always behind the scenes. He's the behind the scene guy while the main guy's interviewing the other guys. But this time he was on the mic, the editor guy, with the main podcaster guy and some other guy. And someone was dissing him. I guess it was his cousin, and someone was dissing him on the mic. And the guy was just like, he doesn't look like he gang bangs or anything. He looks like a average Joe, you know. You could tell the guy was going at him hard, dissing his family, dissing his cousins, dissing him, saying that he grew up spoiled, and that he grew up already having everything, and that his dad and that his mom and this and that, and it's his own cousin, saying, putting him on blast on live. I don't know for what reason. I don't know the whole story, but it's like, bro, this guy's going at him hard. It's a little too much. It's too much, like this guy sounds like he's a gangster guy, a hardcore aggressive guy, and he's going at it at this little guy for whatever reason, because he came from a good family that has jobs, and then he was even throwing it at his dad, that his dad works in the entertainment industry. So like saying that's wrong, belittling this guy. So this guy was belittling this other guy, his own cousin, because he comes from a good family or a family that has money or whatnot, And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Why we so petty? Why Mexicans or raza so petty? I can't really talk about other people being petty or other cultures because I don't associate with too many cultures like that. But I can talk a little bit about us, and this goes regards to my other videos that I talk about is falta de educación. I don't know why we cut throats to each other, And this guy was his cousin. Imagine if it weren't his cousin. But I don't see why we as a raza are like this, The majority of raza, as a whole, we are in this country, we're in the low levels. That's not even my opinion. You might have a different opinion, but it's not even an opinion. If you think about it, we're in the low levels of this country. Yeah, we're the builders, we're the workers, we're the ones that clean, but everybody else is the ones making the money, the real hard money. For example, growing up, I grew up in the streets of Santana, man. I grew up a Bago kid, I grew up with hoodlums, skaters, thugs, people that are in the streets. As kids, I remember me being like that, but I was a kid. I used to be like, this fool comes from a rich family. This fool doesn't know what's up. He has money. And I remember other kids saying that about other kids, like, this fool se cree porque tiene esto. This fool doesn't know what's up. you know. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other kids, other groups are the same. Because after I saw this video, I'm like, man, that doesn't end. Even when I was working in the construction industry, sometimes some fools be hating on somebody because it's like that fool's only in the position he is at porque su papá lo enseñó, porque su papá él es el foreman, porque su tío es el foreman, porque ese vato ya, you know, growing up, like when I was a skater, my dad would buy me skateboards, you know what I mean? Obviously, who's going to buy it for me? He wouldn't buy me the best brand skateboards. Because why? On top of that, good thing, gracias a Dios, I had that mind state, like I would break my skateboards doing tricks. So why would I have my dad buy me a $100 deck? I just bought a bunch of blanks, you know? I'd always buy blanks and recycle the trucks, wheels, and whatnot. In 3 months, that skateboard was gone. So why have them spend me an $80 skateboard deck when I can just buy a $20, $30 blank? It's the same. They work the same. Pero I remember we used to see there was kids que the parents would buy them better clothes, better brand clothes, better skateboards. Every time it broke, they got a whole new set, you know. And our mind state was like we would skate with them and hang out with them, but we would always be like on the shadows and the behind the scenes, be like, that fool se cree porque esto, that fool se cree porque he can buy whatever he wants, that fool se cree. In reality, my dad couldn't buy me a skateboard every 3-4 months, especially a full deck, you know. I'll tell you that for sure. I came from my family wasn't family de dinero. I'll tell you that. My dad worked hard to give me what he would get me. My mom too. But yeah, there was always some kids. My family was first generation, but there's always kids or people that they have a little bit more. And that's what I'm saying. Why are we so petty? Like raza, why are we so petty? Why was this guy in the phone call so mad at his cousin because his cousin came from a good family? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with this young cat in the construction company that might have a little better position than me or the next cat because his uncle or his dad are the foreman? What's wrong with that? You know, I realize this now that I'm getting older. It's like, what's wrong with that? You know, what's in reality? Why are we haters like that? Why we belittle the weaker? Yeah, and at the end of the day, this kid might not, his dad probably been through some stuff. That's why he's in that position, make certain decisions in his life to be in that position. But his son might be a softie. And who cares, you know? But we the ones that don't have much. Why does a guy that don't have much and is in a lower position mad at someone else? For whatever reason, however they got in that position, why we belittle them. And then if we see them, and I've seen that, like a lot of people, sometimes it's like, es el hijo del patrón, es el hijo de esto, ese vato no sabe, vamos a hacer lo que haga esto. And you know, because their mentality is different. Their mentality is not rough or tough guys. Like this guy that was in the podcast, he don't look like he's about the streets. He don't look about nothing. They belittle him, you know, they belittle him. And I was like, what's wrong with a person having something you didn't? You know, what's wrong with that? That's petty. At the end, that's petty stuff. Like I realize now that I'm older, I would have wanted my dad or an uncle to be in a good position so he could give me a good position. Why? At the end of the day, I'm not regretting how I was born, where I live, how I grew up. But what's wrong? What if I would have wanted? Why not have my own room? You know what I mean? Because for the longest part, till I became a late teen, that's when I had my own room, you know? But it's like, why? I had to share beds with my sister when I was a kid. We shared the same bed, and it's like, what's wrong with a kid that his parents give him stuff? What's wrong with the man who made it to a certain position because his parents had that position? At the end of the day, we need to stop that petty stuff as a raza. That's why we don't come up. That's the fight we all talk about. We don't come up because we belittle ourselves. When the next man has something we don't, however they achieved it, you know, we belittle them. Maybe we have more strength, more anger, and and they're not that type of person, and we belittle them. Like as a raza, I think we need to stop that. Think about it. If I come up one day, I become a millionaire. Who am I doing it for? Myself? Who are you doing it for? Yourself? No, you're doing it for your kids. Every man, if a kid has something that you don't have, his parents did something so he can have it. His parents did something so they don't go through what their parents probably did. You know what I mean? Like I said in my other video, my parents came from a poor rancho. Luckily, I learned, and from what I saw, that I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be like this my whole life. So I work hard to get somewhere decent to live, And at the same time, you know what? I don't want my daughter to gracias a Dios, she's always had a room. Gracias a Dios, even if we live in an apartment, she's always had her room. She's had her own bed, she's had her own clothes. And one day, if I'm in a position that I can give her a position that she don't have to start from the bottom, why not? What's wrong with that? Wouldn't you do that for your kid? That's where we're wrong in the head, a lot of us, because we belittle people that have tried to move up, so their seeds, whether they fail or whether they mess it up, that's on them, But we need to stop that hate, that envy, that because we don't have something, we got to belittle another man. That's petty. That's petty stuff. What I saw in the video, I'm like, man, this guy ain't even tripped. This guy, who cares? His grandpa came from somewhere. This guy was clowning on his grandpa because his grandpa did good in life, which gave the guy's dad a good way to move. And he was even belittling him because he works in the industry. I don't know what industry he works in the entertainment industry. That's good, bro. You should be applauding him. Your dad probably works as a gardener, you know what I mean? Not that that's disrespect. I'm a construction worker. I'm a laborer. I have family that's gardeners. But think about it, bro. I'd be mad, sad if someone clowns because my dad was a doctor, which he wasn't. But who cares, bro? That we should be happy. We should be proud that we have people, our raza, moving up. That's cool that he's working in the entertainment industry, bro. Why not? Let him work in the entertainment industry. It's better than working in the fields at the end of the day. Not belittling nobody, but that's why we come to this country. To our parents, our ancestors came to this country to a triunfar, to triumph, a mover para arriba, so our kids can have those opportunities. If not, why they come for? Why your parents came? Why your parents came here, huh? So you can go to jail? That's my mentality. You badass because you went to jail? Nah. That's what we need to change. We need to change that mentality as a raza. You don't want to support, don't support, but don't belittle nobody neither. Obviously, we can't support everybody. We can't support everybody's movement. Right now, the people, the raza, everybody's pushing whatever they're pushing. And we can't support everybody, honestly. But let's not belittle each other neither. Because this guy's doing better than you. Forget it, bro. You know what? Say congratulations and keep moving. Keep doing a good job. No need to belittle and bring his family up. No need to. I would have been happy if my dad had a good position in a construction job. So if he could give me the opportunity and he had the connections to place me in a better position than starting from the beginning, why not? If I have my son, I work hard, and if I had a son that I brought in the construction or my company or whatever's, obviously I want him to learn, but I'm not gonna put him in the dirt neither. You know what I mean? That's why we gotta help our families. If not, how are we gonna come up? How's our bloodline or descendancy gonna come up, bro? If you're that type of guy, that's fine. Don't help your family come up. Don't help your son come up, because at the end of the day, someone's gonna diss him. And if that's how life should be, then none of us should do that, because the little guy that's working from the bottom, there's nothing wrong. I started from the bottom. Everything I've done is from the bottom. I haven't had the opportunity for someone to place me somewhere, you know. So wherever I'm at right now, whether it's good or bad, I put myself there, you know. But if I get somewhere good, I want good for my seeds, for my family, and I would it would make me sad that someone belittles my daughter because she got something because of me, you know, and or my nieces, you know, that I was able to help them out, and someone clowns on them because their uncle gave them that position. Like, nah, that's petty. Then we shouldn't even have that mentality. That guy is petty at the end of the day. That guy is he was clowning because his cousin grew up in a nice house. That's good, bro. Good for his family. Good for him. Maybe you didn't grow up in a good house. That sucks for you. You know, work on it so your kids don't have to live like that. You know, that's my message in this video. Let's not be petty as a raza. I'm trying not to make this video too long because I can keep going and going and going with this topic. But let's try not to be petty. That petty stuff needs to come up. We can't support everybody, but we could support our raza. Instead of teaching our raza wrong, negative, to go to jail, to do drugs, to be tough, to fight everybody. Nah, let's teach our kids to go to school. Let's teach our kids to go to church. Let's teach our kids to grow up, to raise a family right. You know, let's that's what we gotta do. You know, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but ain't nothing right about belittling somebody because he was born into something good. You know, may that guy, if he messes up or not, but may he thank his parents for putting him in the position he is, and hopefully he could carry that along to his kid. You know, and I hope that guy that was dissing him can do that for his own kid too. And I hope the day he hands something to his kid, people don't stomp on him, you know. So that's my message for this video. Let's not be petty. Let's stop that. We are raza, we are people, and help everybody else around us, not just because they're raza. The blacks, the Asians, the whites, other Latino ethnicities. We gotta spread the love, you know. That's why we're in the bottom of the food chain when it comes to, yeah, we run the industries. This country wouldn't be nothing without us. But we ain't the ones getting paid for it. We're the ones struggling to get paid for what we do when we deserve this. And by being petty with each other because another man's coming up, it ain't gonna work. Think about it. It's your boy Dwell. Keep safe and truchas and peace.